Hey everybody, this is Jason and we are at the beautiful Texas Theater in Oak Cliff. And right over here we have the one and only Nardwuar, the Human Serviette, getting ready to go on here in just about 20 minutes. So I'll give you a quick glimpse of him on stage, interacting and meeting some of the big fans. I'm here with a good group of amazing kids from Carter Riverside High School. And so yeah, let me give you a quick glimpse before the show. I love Nardwuar a lot for his just incredibly unique style and not being afraid to just trailblaze a new amazing way of interviews that he's been rocking for a long time. So dude indeed. Here we go. Time to get rocking and rolling soon. Catch you guys later. Hey, just for a little bit of context, the clips that I included in this video are after that little intro inside the Texas Theater. And then you can see a little bit of Nardwuar on stage visiting with some fans. You're going to see a really cool clip of him during his Q&A segment where he just he's answering questions and moving around. And then he finds a lady who's got a really cool outfit that he just feels like is in a style that he appreciates. And so he interacts with her. And then a couple clips of two of my students that I'm so amazingly proud of that had the courage to raise their hand and ask some questions directly to Nardwuar and interact with him. And then also, I was kind of mad at myself. Instead of taking video, just the straight away, video format, I took some live photos of when Nardwuar was talking to one of the artists that does some work for him, and I think made some of the posters, and then he was showing off his new shoes that are coming out. And so it's like I had to have one of my students today explain to me how to convert a live photo to actually small video clips. And I'm splicing those together, and so there's a little bit of that. And then just at the very end, there's a really cool treat that to me shows what kind of person he really is, when he had all my students up on stage on our way out of the theater on Friday night and after the show. And then he finds out that I'm their teacher down watching and taking some photos. And you just, see what he does there at the end. And so, yeah, enjoy the video. And thanks again, Nardwuar. And I'll catch everybody later. Thanks.
Thank you for acknowledging my mom. And this my mom has passed away, but she was so stoked that you said her name. It would be amazing. But it was just kind of like me doing the show, doing I would do a show and then I would think about my mom and I was thinking how she'd be able to draw this stuff out of different people, get this information out of there. And she just because she loved it. She loved it. And it's fun. That's kind of the thing. And I think she would have loved, YouTube. She did some stuff. You can see little clips of that. But so did that answer your question? Oh, sorry.
I think we all love our mom. Thank you.
But I know, but can you stand up? So, this is what's
No, I already had all of this except for the hat. I just had to buy the hat.
Should we get a photo?
Oh, yeah.
Could you take our photo? And we'll do more photos, but I just...
Hold on, it's blurry. Ah! 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Hopefully that worked out. But thank you. This is such an honor. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I think we all love our mom, and it's really great to know that you love your mom too.
I hope that answers your question.
Yes, sir. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Do.
From Green Day.
Green Day, I'm not totally aware. Again, like I'm. Remember, like you asked a question about, like how, do you know about music or whatever? Green Day actually showed up at CITR Radio for the hardcore show. Eric flexed her head, and they showed up with the band Prince TV, and they showed up at CITR Radio, but I did not even know or care. So I was late coming to it. Although I have a file for Green Day, I'd love to talk to him because I found out that Draco went to clown camp with a guy I know called Adad. So I was going to show him a picture of him in clown camp with Adad, and I've had those questions ready to go since 1995. Probably, and I did also see Green Day open for Bad Religion, but again, I thought, no, this is not going to work, so I was totally wrong on that. But I'm honored, I would love to talk to him again. Does that answer your question? Welcome to Paradise, But I also love Larry Livermore of Lookout Records. He was one of the guys at Lookout Records that founded it, and he made it all possible. And also Chris Appleton, Chriser as well from Lookout Records. Did that answer your question?
Thank you.
Okay.
Nardwuar, we've got some questions over.
And also Uzi running away is pretty hard to top as well. And actually, it's not really funny, but getting backstage at Nirvana is really hard. I guess the thing is, most of what you see is kind of what happens. There is really no behind the scenes. If there was something funny, I'd love to show that. But yeah, Snoop's pretty much up there.
Do you think, like, maybe in the future something would be, like, close to topping that with Snoop Dogg, or, like, something even better? Like, do you have, like, anyone you really want to, like, interview, like, that could maybe top that experience with Snoop Dogg?
Well, I would love to speak to Kevin Hart. And you saw Kai Cenat, that was live on the stream. And I gave Kai, again, such kind words, I gave him a Nardwuar shirt. I gave Kai a Nardwuar shirt. And then I was watching the stream later, and, Kevin Hart was on the stream, and Kevin Hart used my shirt as a towel. And so I would love to interview Kevin Hart and ask that. It was like, holy mackerel, like people were like commenting, that's Nardwuar's shirt. And like, because Kevin walked into the washroom and it was like, I need a towel. And like, my shirt was sitting there and he just grabbed it and rubbed it. So yeah, I guess I would love to talk to Kevin Hart. And Lutu. The middle, let's do the middle now. Okay.
I scroll to your Instagram, I find out I like you, and if you know you, I just copy it. And that's what's awesome.
But all the different versions, like Instagram, Reels, Color is a prototype coming out early December. Yes, this is the Nardwuar. It said, can you say this? And look, the palm. The palm, what does it say on the bottom? You do. So, this is coming. So I wanted EJ to put some shoes in there. Collaboration with me. This coming out.
For the record, I think the Nardwuar shoes are going to be a freaking hit.
No, yeah. Is that your? Look, you want to come up?
Hey everybody, it's a little bit late now. Good evening, night, morning, a little bit after midnight. I just got home from school after everybody got picked up after our trip to see Nardwuar out there at Texas Theater. So I'm back home. Our school trivia team plays in the morning, and we have three 3 teams: the 6th grade team, 7th, 8th grade team, high school team. Mr. Massanet and I coach those teams, and Miss Moore also. So we got to get up early and go to that. But I must close this video out appropriately and just, talk just a little bit. You guys, I haven't edited the video, so I'm not exactly sure what I threw in there. I didn't take a lot of video footage. I just had such a great time, and my students had such a great time. And, I feel like the best combination in life is, whether it doesn't have to be 50-50, right? But like, just having fun and learning great stuff are like the 2 best feelings a lot of the time. And so that's what happened. We had so much fun and learned so much, just for me, like way beyond valuable stuff from Nardwuar. I just can't even hardly get started into it. Like the way that he opened his presentation tonight was, about just the number of runners that start off. He was saying he ran cross country when he was growing up, and he wasn't very good. And but eventually enough people quit to where when he used to just kind of be in the middle of the pack, now he's really in the top 10 because not everybody keeps running. And he really, he showed some of my favorite clips of all time. My favorite Nardwuar clip of all time he showed tonight. I just watched it actually right now again at home. The one where he gives Snoop Dogg this VHS tape, this rare one. And he showed a lot of cool clips. But Nardwuar, I just want to say right now to you directly, on behalf of my students that went with me tonight, golly, I can't describe my gratitude for what you just gifted us all with tonight, myself included for sure. Such a fantastic message of, not being afraid. You said a few times not to be lazy with what you're working on. And then I think the biggest theme of the night really was not to give up, right? And I just, golly, what a huge gift to me and my students from Carter Riverside High School. And so, yeah, thank you everybody, for checking it out. Like, I was trying to really be present, I wasn't trying to be a photojournalist tonight. I was there to learn from one of the greatest journalists in the world, for sure. And in the history of modern journalism, certainly in interviews and pop culture, social media, and uniqueness and fearlessness and hard work. Oh my gosh, like he said the work he does isn't difficult. He just puts the time in, he does the work. Another thing that just kind of like toward the end, it was like toward the end of his presentation, he was like, it's about having fun. I love that. He said, like if 3 people watch a video that you make, guess what? That's 3 people, that's 3 people that gave their eyes and attention to something that you created. And it's about having fun, right? Don't worry about messing up or about, being afraid. He mentioned he gets nervous, but oh my gosh, thank you so much. I mentioned to Nardwuar tonight up on stage after the show that big group of kids he was about to take a picture with were all my students. And he looked over and he was like, "You're their teacher?" And I was like, "Yes, sir." And he just stuck his hand out right off the stage there to help me up on stage because he wanted me in the picture also, And golly, what an experience. I was telling one of my students on the way back on the bus, I was telling Melanie that I think Nardwuar is going to just keep really getting more popular because people are going to understand his incredible just realness. And people like real, right? People like real. We have a lot of fakeness in the world, and that's not him. And so thank you for being real with all of us, Nardwuar, and for giving us this great example. That's the best way people can learn is through example. And you set a phenomenal example of hard work and courage and perseverance all the time, just sticking with it to make your goal happen. And so, you know, if there's something that my students can learn, you taught them all that stuff tonight. And they mentioned it to me too, so they're taking it with them for sure. They're not going to be forgetting it. So, hey, anybody else who was at the show, I'm sure you had a great time. Like I said, I didn't take a lot of video. I could have, but I was just really trying to you know, enjoy it and immerse myself in the experience and allow myself to just sit back and appreciate what he had to offer and all that he had to teach. So, which is a lot. And oh my goodness, life transformative stuff, big time. So, hey, thanks everybody. Thank you to my students who all went with this. Thanks, Melanie, for taking some great pictures while we were up on stage there at the end and having the eye for that. Thank you, Mr. Massonet, for coming along as well from the middle school. And thanks to all the Nardwuar fans out there who support such a great, brilliant, and just so many ways amazing individual who does great work. If you don't know much about him, hop on in there and check some videos out. There's a bunch of cool stuff. So, yeah, all right. You know, I could talk on for a long time because I'm always afraid I'm leaving something out. But we just had such a fantastic time from Carter Riverside High School here in Fort Worth, Texas. And from me, Mr. Martinez, and all of us that went and everybody else who was there. It's a big thank you from everybody who showed up wherever they came from. So catch everybody next time. And, of course, doot, 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 doot.